Have you ever played the what if game in your mind after a bad experience? Like say you got into a car accident, nobody gets hurt, but now you have to pay to get your car fixed. What if you never switched lanes? What if you made that left turn a mile back? What if you left your house 5 minutes earlier? It never ends. The simplest decisions we make every day can have the greatest impact on our lives and change our course in history. Did I just blow your mind? What's up, people? Welcome to Ray Reviews, where I, Rayden, ran upon video games and anime with an analytical eye until the sun sets. Today I'll be taking a look at Until Dawn. Until Dawn is a 7 to 10 hour horror adventure game for the PlayStation 4. The game is developed by Supermassive Games. The publisher of Until Dawn is Sony Computer Entertainment. At the time of this recording, you can buy a new copy of Until Dawn for about $40 in the US. The ESRB gave this game a mature rating for its blood, gore, intense violence, sexual themes, and strong language. You know, all the reasons why you bought this game. Until Dawn has a large group of high school friends who decide to have a snowy cabin getaway on a haunted mountain. What could possibly go wrong? Everyone in the group, except a few, decide to play a harmless prank on Hannah, the awkward teen of the group. However, the prank goes wrong when Hannah runs out into the bitter cold on a snowy night. Hannah's twin sister, Beth, chases after her. In the darkness of the mountain, the twins encounter foul play and end up falling to their dooms. 1 year later, the same group of friends return to the same snowy mountain in hopes to reconnect with old friends and overcome the group's tragedy. Of course, these teens are not alone on the scary mountain. Someone or something is silently watching them and is taking them out one by one. The only way to get off the mountain alive is to survive until dawn. Sorry, couldn't help myself. The plot of this game is something right out of a classic horror movie, which is intentional. The writers of the game wanted to create an interactive horror movie using the many tropes of the genre. Personally, horror is one of my least favorite genres. The reason I was interested in buying Until Dawn was because it's a choose-your-own adventure game, similar to Heavy Rain or any of the Telltale games. The game offers players choices in how the story unravels. It is possible to beat Until Dawn with all the characters alive or dead. I'm a huge fan of this genre of gaming, and I thought applying that idea into a horror setting would be a fantastic idea. I'll go into further details about the game's butterfly effect system during the gameplay and replay value section. For now, let me focus on the overall story. One of the reasons why I don't like horror movies is because they're super predictable for me, and Until Dawn was no exception. However, despite me spoiling myself, I did like the steps of how they build up the mystery. The game's story is told in 10 chapters, and in between those chapters you meet Dr. A.J. Hill, aka the Analyst. During your sessions with this psychologist, he will try to understand your fears and comment on your actions throughout the game. I look forward to each interaction I had with the doctor because he would be aware of each decision I made in the game, which made me feel even more immersed in the game's narrative. Another reason I don't care for horror movies is because everyone acts dumb and gets themselves killed. However, in Until Dawn, you can make all the right decisions a normal person would do in these scenarios, which was something I got a kick out of, though I did have some mixed feelings about some of the characters. The group of friends themselves consists of 8 characters, who would fall into a stereotypical role of a horror movie. There's Sam, the hero of the story, Josh, the nice guy, Chris, the sarcastic nerd, Ashley, the girl next door, Jessica, the pretty girl who's dumb as a rock, Mike, the douchebag that you can't help but like a little, Emily, the intelligent bitch, and Matt, the token black guy. You all take turns playing as each character and solve the mystery behind Until Dawn. The cast in this game is huge, and honestly I thought there were just too many characters for this story. Some characters have very little impact in the overall story, which turned me off, because I don't want to be wasting my time playing as someone who doesn't matter. Having said that, I found most of the cast to be likable. Overall, the plot and characters of Until Dawn were familiar to me, but in a good kind of way. You know, kind of like when you see a trailer to a movie you like, and then you go see that movie, and as you're walking out of the theater, you realize it was exactly what you thought it would be. It didn't have any surprises, but it had those things you were looking for. Did that make any sense? Let's just move on. Most of the gameplay in Until Dawn can be summed up as make choices, push buttons quickly, and collect stuff. As I mentioned earlier, the game allows players to dictate how the story goes. The game lists these choices as part of its butterfly effect system. Each decision and the result of those decisions are viewable to the player throughout the game. At first it was confusing how certain actions would affect others later on, but as the story progressed, I got several aha moments which made me appreciate the level of detail the developers went through to create these complex scenarios. During some sequences in the game, it will ask you to press the correct button in a short period of time. I found most of these QuickTime events to be fairly easy. The part I had difficulties with was when the game asked me not to move the PlayStation controller. The game is really sensitive during these scenes, and if you're not sitting properly on the couch, you're probably going to automatically fail these prompts. Towards the later part of the game, I literally had to put down the controller in order to successfully complete these tasks. But maybe that's just me. Maybe too much caffeine or something. This game surprisingly turns into a collectathon. There are a lot of clues to collect in order to solve the mystery in this game. On top of it, there are totem pole pieces to collect as well. Each totem pole gives you a vision of a possible future. Some of these will give you advice how to handle future situations, and others will warn you when a character's death is near. So you definitely want to keep an eye out for these guys in order to get the best ending. I usually don't mind collectathons, but everyone in this game moves ridiculously slow. So when I wanted to check out every nook and cranny for every clue and totem pole, it drove me crazy because it took me forever just to check out that extra room over there. Despite Until Dawn doesn't have much gameplay in a traditional sense, I was really pleased with my experience in my first run through, but my second run through of the game broke my heart. The game really gave me the impression that each choice I made had a significant impact on how the story goes, so I was really eager to play it a second time to see how far the rabbit hole goes, and it turns out it doesn't go very far. My second experience with Until Dawn revealed to me just how little variety there actually is in this game. Some judgment calls I did differently caused the same result, which left a real bad taste in my mouth. Why give me a choice when it doesn't matter? The best example of this is Until Dawn's ending. The ending is mostly the same no matter who survives and who dies. The only difference is a couple lines of throwaway dialogue. It was the Mass Effect 3 ending all over again. I also realized on my second run through that each QTE sequence has the same input, so if I just remembered the pattern, I could do these sequences literally blindfolded. After you beat the game, a chapter menu is unlocked to make your second playthrough easier. But Until Dawn does not have enough checkpoints. It takes you forever to get to that one choice that actually matters. I honestly wish I never played this game again because it ruined my experience and left me feeling unsatisfied. Visually, the game is impressive to look at. The developers did an excellent job at creating a spooky atmosphere. Many of the areas you explore are dark, damp, abandoned, and they also give you a sense of that you're not alone. Until Dawn's setting kept me on my toes and ready for anything on my first playthrough. The game does have one too many jump scares in the earlier chapters, but it is also great at building suspense later on. Each character model and set piece looks photorealistic. If you're a huge movie or TV fan, you might recognize some of the actors or actresses in Until Dawn. The motion capture technology they use in this game is jaw-dropping. It's even a little creepy how close they were able to make a digital copy of the real cast members. The cast themselves give an outstanding performance. Nobody overacted their scenes, and some of the line deliveries were priceless. Not to mention the use of body language and facial expressions used by each character was captivating. As many horror fans know, music plays a crucial part in creating a terrifying setting, and the musical score hits a home run in that regard. The use of string instruments are played perfectly during moments of panic and dread. It really sounded like a score from a big-budget Hollywood movie. I was delighted by the visual and audio effects used to create a wonderful, frightening environment. Until Dawn sets out to be an interactive horror movie, and it succeeds to a certain extent. I found the story to be predictable, yet still enjoyable to watch till the very end. The dialogue and setup was right out of a classic horror movie. I thought some of the characters were pointless at times, but I also had a good time playing as other characters. I was entertained with the somewhat limited gameplay, that is until I found out just how little you actually control the story. The replay value here is practically non-existent. The ending feels rushed and pointless. Graphically, the game is amazing to stare at. The actors and actresses give a memorable performance. The music incorporates apprehension and terror perfectly, and I was generally surprised by how much I liked this game. That is until I decided to play it again. I had a tough time deciding my review score for Until Dawn, but I finally came to a conclusion. I gave Until Dawn a 3 out of 5. I was easily going to give this game a higher score, but the devastation I felt after finding out how little the butterfly effect mechanic actually mattered was too much for me to overcome to give this game a higher score. But it's not like a 3 out of 5 is a bad thing. A 3 out of 5 is still above average, and I easily give Until Dawn a recommendation to play it. Nobody should miss out on this experience. Just don't play it more than once. If you like horror movies, sharp dialogue, great acting, or atmospheric music, then Until Dawn might be for you. If you can't stand predictable plots, little gameplay, poor replay value, lack of meaningful decisions, or disappointing endings, then Until Dawn might not be for you. But hey, that's just my opinion. Have you played Until Dawn? Were you scared out of your mind? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? Please leave your comments below. Well, that about concludes my review of Until Dawn. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to give me a thumbs up by clicking the like button, and if you want to keep updated with all my video reviews, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, RoR Reviews, where I plan on having many more reviews of video games and anime. If you're into social media and you want to see what I'm up to in between videos, you can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and find me on Instagram. I will provide links to all the social medias in the description below. I look forward to our nerdy discussions. I'm Rayden, and I'll see you guys again when the sun rises out.